All right, it's time for us to get into the next segment. And we're going to be looking at, or having a very interesting conversation that we'll be having shortly. I have been joined in the studio by some lovely ladies and gentlemen from the Accra fraternity. I'll introduce them to you shortly. Okay, and of course, you know, it's Heritage Month, but it's also anniversary time, you know. And so let me introduce to you my guest in studio. I have with me Michael Ansah. He's from the 75-year group. 75, I was just 2 years old. So yeah. Then I have Dr. Maria Shun. I'm sure she doesn't remember me, but I'll explain to her later how I know her. From the 85-year group. And then I have Amabuache from the 2000-year group. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Thank you. Very well.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, okay, so, Dr. Shun.
Yes.
I came with your brother, John, years ago. When was this? This must be about... There was a GIS event that was happening, and then he had just come to town, and we came to visit that evening. There was an event that was happening, you know, and that's where we first met.
Yeah.
So when I saw you, I was like, oh, okay. I don't think she remembers me though.
No,
anyway.
I don't.
Yeah.
But a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, same here, same here. It's good to have you again. Let's get into it. So, 98th Founders Day celebration is about to happen. Okay, or we're in the week of it.
Yeah.
Right? Good. Just walk us through what has happened so far, and then what can we expect to happen. I'm going to do something else later after you answer that. I want to see if you can bring memories from school days. All right. So let's first of all talk about what you've done so far.
Okay. All right. So 485, and as you can tell, the three groups that are involved, and that was set up so that some of the burden would be shared across.
Yes.
And I think it's gotten bigger and bigger every year. And so I think it is necessary to have this. It's also allowed us to bond so much better. Right, because
across the year groups.
Across the year groups, because 2000 they weren't there when we were there.
Exactly.
75 they weren't there, so we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
So this has been really great, and so we've been doing various things independently. So maybe I'll talk about the 85. What we have done, we've done a medical missions in Anumle, and for those who the Achimotans will know, Anumle was just next door to us, and lots of nefarious activities took place there. But people used to, traipse down there for all sorts of things, but it is our neighborhood. And so it was so important for us to actually reach out to them. So the medics are now...
AKA Christian Village.
AKA Christian Village. Yes. So the medics among us contributed all sorts of medications and stuff and dedicated their time. And the rest of us were there to support them, just to lend some support to them. So we've been doing a lot of build-up activities, trying to get each other excited. Something that we started just this week was meeting our classmates at Kotoka Airport, which has never been done by any group from what we know, and we've surprised them. It has been utterly hilarious.
No, I can imagine that, huh?
Utterly hilarious. They're not expecting us. We've got this huge banner there, and every day there's a different group of people coming, and so it's just really created a lot and excitement in there. Yeah. So we've done a couple of things with 75 as well.
I mean, it's been a joint effort between 75 and 85, and this whole idea of bringing the year groups together, quite apart from invigorating Achimotans of all generations, also ensures that we can all contribute to celebrating Founders Day in a grand way and on a purposeful way, let me put it that way. Yeah. And, the health thing was one thing to start with in terms of activities that have happened prior to the celebrations that will unfold this week. There's been a whole host of things. We're working towards a legacy project that we'll present to the school. There are things that year 2000 are doing and various activities like that. But on the 75 front, we've had 30, 40, this is 50th anniversary that we're celebrating of going to Achimota School. So yes, you were not born, but a lot of things have happened in that time. And it's been great because we've been able to foster real friendship. Our motto is, friends for life. And people have come, as she said, from the Americas, from Europe, from Australasia, from everywhere really. And everybody, like the 11, 12-year-olds that we were in those days, looking forward to just having fun, and really putting back into the school, because the school means so much to all of us. Apart from just bringing us together, I think it's fulfilled its mission of being living water to a thirsty land. And all of us here variously have contributed in that way to meeting that purpose. So these activities are ongoing.
Super. Amma,
yes.
2000 year group.
2000 to the babies. So for us, we're yet to start our contribution towards the celebrations. We're starting with a school's feast, which is an internal event. We feed the over 4,000 students, both boarders and day students.
Wow.
Yeah. So we start with that tomorrow.
That's a lot of mouths to feed.
A lot. But we've had great support from our sponsors. Later on, I shall give you the list of sponsors who have helped us to make this come to life. And then towards the celebrations, in Achimota School, the 25th anniversary, every 25 years there is a year group that embarks on a legacy project. And for us, we are building an 18-unit classroom block. Yes, and that's this very huge, very audacious, very ambitious. So this is a demand-driven project. It was in consultation with the school's administration and the headmaster. Achimota School has a tradition of needs, and every 25 years there is a priority. Yes, so on that priority list was a classroom block, because the school has grown. Because of the intake and the double track system, there's pressure on the classrooms.
Facilities,
exactly. So then the 18-unit classroom block we embarked on, hoping to hand this over in November 2025. Yeah, and this has a STEM lab. It will also have a staff common room for teachers, and it will have 15 classrooms for students. Yeah.
Super. All right.
I think we should add the, give a bit more definition to the things that we're doing. A few years back, talking about facilities in the school. There was the need to build a modern science block, which was again a demand which the school articulated. Of course, Talo made a contribution, a foundation contribution, nearly $300,000 or so. And then the OAA, very active, Old Boys, Old Girls Association, raised a significant amount, over $700,000, to support the whole thing.
Wow.
And as we speak, that $1 million science block has been built. It was completed some 3 years ago or so. But of course, when you build a science lab, you also have to equip it with modern equipment, modern science equipment, biology, chemistry, physics, and agric science. And the school, again, made that contact with us as we're considering a legacy project, that what we really need is to equip this place with modern equipment. So 85 and 75 took this on as the legacy project. So what we'll be bequeathing to the school tomorrow, actually.
It is tomorrow, the handover.
Is a fully kitted out science lab. And of course, in this era
all the four sciences.
For all the four sciences.
Chemistry, biology, physics, and agriculture have all been equipped.
And in this era of STEM education and everything, that was absolutely vital. So that's what we have done as a legacy project. And of course, around this, 85, 75, we're organizing get-togethers for the entire year group. We'll have one on the 6th of March where everybody will come together. We'll spend time having fun as well, at Anuma.
Can I add to that?
Amonochrome and other places.
From equipping the labs, we're also going to be donating money to the asset fund, specifically for STEM education. So by the time Amma and her group have finished building their facility, there'll be some money that's growing in the fund, so that we can continue to maintain it. I think that's what we don't do too well on the continent, and so the Secretariat decided that, instead of every year going out and asking people, donate, shouldn't we be growing something so that at a certain point that is fending for itself?
Exactly.
So we've got that as well that we're going to be contributing to.
Let's talk about the Durbar Day. What are the activities? What's happening?
On the Saturday, on the Saturday, it's going to be part fashion show, right? Because people are going to be kitted out in their school garb and everything. There's going to be lots of presentations by the various groups. I can remember when we were in school, you had to do there's the boys chorus, there's the girls chorus, and then all the different major tribes come and present as well. I can remember I never stuck to one tribe. I was a different tribe every year. I would go from, depending on whoever sounded exciting, that year. We've got the usual speeches as well, a couple of presentations there, but it's going to be a celebration. And I think when you even hear the word Durbar, that whole excitement of let's get together, let's have fun, but in a certain traditional African way. That's one of the things I love about it, that there's something just so distinctively African about it. And I think we have gotten to the point, we've always been proud of our heritage, but I think even more so as we grow older, as the world has become smaller and we've traveled a whole lot more, we appreciate the continent so much and what we bring to it. So it'll be that kind of a celebration.
In Achimota School, we're taught to uphold the old African tradition, culture, and values, really. And then I'll also add to what is happening on Saturday. On Saturday, early in the morning, prior to the Durbar, we have a cadet parade. And it's a spectacle. You have to be there to see how the cadet corps, shows what they have learned. Yes, and usually there's also an Accra who does the inspection of the viewing officer of the parade, and it's going to be great.
Can we
let me add.
Back to Friday, the day before, where everything starts. So that is the torchlight procession and the bonfire night. And it's going to be a rave. When we say a rave, you know what a rave means. You're going to have DJs playing music from 1975 all the way through to 2000.
I know. Just thinking that's like a century ago.
All the way through to 2000s and currently, and we're going to have a headline artist, which is Kwame Eugene. We're very happy to have him headlining this event. There's going to be lots of food to eat and a lot of stories to tell. And basically, it's a moment where we connect with other year groups. Yes, and we've also invited other 2,000 year groups from other schools. So we're expecting that feeling. So everyone else is invited to join us. It's a rave.
Thank you very much.
What I should add, the whole thing is rounded
up for me.
Rounded off with a Thanksgiving service on the Sunday. And I use the word Thanksgiving advisedly because, this Saturday is a Founders Day. And everybody who's been through Achimota School knows how we revere the founding fathers of Achimota School. That is the former governor, Gadgesberg, Alexander Fraser, who was the first principal, and then Kweju Agri, who was the assistant vice principal. But these, the founding fathers, what they established in the school, the ethos of it, the excellence that they wanted to establish, the culture, the values, etc. It's what we're celebrating. And that is a key part of all of it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You wanted to mention sponsors. You have 10 seconds to go.
Sponsors. So we have Stanbic Bank, GB Foods, that's a carrier of Gino products, Fan Mill Ghana Limited, Sankofa Spices, OCM Cereal, Piva Drinks, Verna Mineral Water, La Bianca Foods, Wilma Africa, Kivo 3-in-1, Student's Best Friend. We also have J Mac Salads and Juices, Sweet in Things Couture. Yes, and I just want to use this opportunity to raise some funds, or to let people know that we are receiving funds for our legacy project in whichever way, big or small. You can contact us, Accra 2G. You can go on our IG pages. We have a poster on there which has our Momo contacts and our bank account details to donate to us. Materials or money are very much welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. So big thank you to Michael Ansa, a 75-year group. Big thank you to Dr. Mary Shun, 85-year group, and to the big thank you to Amabuache for the 2,000-year group. This has been the Akora Conversation. Achimota School 98th Founders Day Durbar. It's happening on Saturday. Activities begin on Friday, but it's happening on Saturday. Okay. All right. And let's take a quick break. We'll be back. There's more to come.
Achimota School, the beacon of leadership, bounteous fountain of excellence and discipline, prodigious source of living water to a thirsty land, proudly celebrates its 98th Founders Day, organized by the OA's 75, 85, 2000-year groups with an exciting lineup of activities. Join us on Wednesday, 5th March as the 75 and 85-year groups hand over their legacy project donated to the school. 1.5 million cedis worth of science equipment as part of a STEM fund for Achimota School. The originators of the Bonfire Night then put on a show on Friday, 7th March, an entertaining carnival comprising a torchlight procession, Bonfire Night, masqueraders, and a spectacular brass band, all hosted by the 2000-year group Y2G. Saturday, 8th March is the big day when we host an impressive cadet corps display at 8:30 a.m. crowned with the ever popular Founders Day Durbar at 2 p.m. We finish with the Thanksgiving service on the 9th of March at the iconic Agri Chapel. Let's come together to honor the founders of Ghana's greatest school. These events are proudly powered by OA 75, 85, 2000. See you at Achimota School, where leaders are made. A Bafig Bay.
Ago.